Make a good win. Bit of a changed team today, obviously, with a couple of lads like Marshy coming in, a couple of young players as well, but it was a good experience for some of them today.
Yeah, it was hard fought. I thought we came out of the traps and we were superb. First 20-25 minutes, had a real good feel about us. I thought we kept the ball really well, moved it well, caused them problems, and we had a couple of chances, and you're thinking, got to put the ball in the back of the net at some point. And then the learning lesson that always comes in football is, they nick one and they go one up. And at that point afterwards, it's about the character of the lads to just settle down, go back to what we're getting them success, and just have that patience to build their way back into the game. And then, ultimately today we had a little bit of that real top end quality with Nando, Billy and Marshy, especially Marshy with the 2 goals, and in the end that's made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, you always say, the team's going to change around a lot at 21's level, whether it's first teamers coming in, young lads coming up, and like you say, Archie, Zane, Billy today, they got that opportunity, and they never looked out of place either.
No, delighted for them, and that's what this age group's about. Since I've been doing this job, we've probably cycled through 3 or 4 different teams. That's the nature of the job. It's the nature of this part of their development. You're hoping that they kick and they get the opportunity with our first team, if not with our first team, out on loan. But I just said it in there to the lads, when a new group comes through, they've got to be ready. And they've got to be ready to step in and take that opportunity. And to be fair, I thought the lads that came in today did very well. Really pleased with Zane. He's been a solid competitor all year for 18s, consistent, trains, very rarely gets injured, and he just gets his head down the graph. So to see him perform like he did up against a tough opponent, I think he can be very happy.
And like you say, at the other end of the scale, it didn't take Marshy long to remind everyone of his quality, but that's what he's got, isn't it? He can change a game.
Yeah, he can, and we're all aware of that. The challenge now for Marshy is how that transfers across to senior football. We're all aware that he's with us now till the end of the season. His challenge between now and the end of the season will be to, show that he's ready for that. And if not, getting an opportunity this season, because it's very difficult to do that, then next season. So we'll see. I think overall, a lot of pleasing stuff about today. There was a little bit of a youthful inexperience at times, and it did look a little bit of a 21s game. We kind of try and pride ourselves on looking like a first team and looking organised, and there were times where we just got a little bit ragged, but as I say, credit to the lads. I thought they settled down, showed a bit of character and got the job done.
We're heading into that business end of the season again, aren't we? We're up the top end of the league. We've got that Premier League Cup quarter-final to come. Is that the challenge now to the lads to go out and get that league title again, and obviously the Premier League Cup? We've got another game here, and if we win that, we're in the final 4.
There's loads to play for. I think the main challenge for us is, with it being a little bit of a younger team now and a little bit of a younger group, I think we just go game by game and we see where we're at. Looking beyond that at this stage, I think it'd be the wrong thing to do. That's our aim when we set out at the start of every season, is to be successful where possible, win the league if we can, try and go as far as we can in cups, and the lads have put themselves in a great position for that. It's now on maybe some of the younger lads to carry the baton and really push us on and get us over the finishing line. And if they show the character and the endeavour that they did today, and they continue to develop as players around the way that we want to play and the way we want to go about things, and I think we can have a very successful end to the season.
How pleased have you been with the season overall to this point, given, like you say, probably more than ever now at the moment, it's a younger side than maybe you usually have at this point of the year, but in many ways that's a good thing, because it shows how many lads are around the first team or out on loan getting senior experience.
Yeah, I think it's been a good challenge all round. I think some of the lads that have gone out on loan have also experienced how tough this industry can be, and it's not a given that you're going to get a shirt every week. You've got to keep performing. Sometimes you've got to be patient. So I think from our side of things with the 21s, we've had some real good successes this season individually, and we've had some lads that will probably look back and think didn't quite work out as they wanted, whether it be in this building or out on loan. All of it's development. How do you come back from it? So if you've done well, how do you keep ensuring that you continue to do that? And if it hasn't quite worked for you, why not? And what do you need to do if you're going to have a career in this game, which is incredibly hard, even more so when we're now in the Premier League. You've got to find a way, and that's a key message that we always say to them. You have to find a way, and sometimes some players take longer than others, but the more experience they get around that senior football, certainly from our side of things, the better they will be. Now, what level they end up at will be determined by a little bit of luck, a little bit of fortune, and obviously continuing to perform. But it's tough, but when we reflect on it at the end of the season, there'll be a lot to pick through, and a lot of successes that we can build on, or quick wins that we can assess and look at and think, well, how can that be better next time around?
Cheers, Mick.